Okay, this is the slow in real time version of the how I hand letter the welcome fall sign. Now, this sign was part of a wreath attachment that had a leopard truck, and I did a burlap with leopard and a turquoise ribbon and that kind of thing. Anyway, this is the slow version that I'll walk you through of how I hand letter. Now, if you want to practice how to hand letter, there is a free font called Geldautica. I will have a link for that as well in the description box. That way you can download it if you don't already have it and practice any kind of hand lettering. The sign right here, I get these from Amazon, and I just took my antique wax and I just put a I just kind of like gave it a stain. And so what I'm using are these Posca pens in black as well as ivory. And they're the size 5. And this is what I'm hand lettering this welcome fall on this sign. So what made me decide to use the Posca pens rather than a paintbrush that I usually use is because this sign is smaller and I wanted to hand letter welcome fall. And my paintbrush, I usually use, my favorite is a 1/4 inch flat paintbrush, but this Posca pen, this is the 5M, and I like the paint pens. That's actually how I learned before I went to graduated, I guess, to the flat paintbrush. Anyway, so markers and paint pens and those type of things are great to when you want to start out and just practice. And so I say this to encourage you to just continue to practice your hand lettering if this is something that you like. So how I usually do it is like if like I have this sign, and so I like air draw it, I guess, just to make sure that all of my letters are going to fit in the space that I already have allotted. And so I just go through with my letters and just hand letter those, and then I will go back and I like to put happy dots on all of my stuff. That is just really one of the things that makes me happy. It's just kind of one of my signatures. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I have the ivory pen that is also a 5M. This is a Posca pen, and I got that off of Amazon. The link is in the description. So what I'm doing is just going around and just giving some highlight to the letters, not being very too precise because the letters itself are a little thin. So I'm not really even doing a shadow. Or considering a shadow. I just am doing some doodling just to bring that out. Then I'll go around the edges. And what I'm doing here is I had got a little too close on that W, so I just go back with my black pen and just going over the letters just to make them, stand out a bit more. So then I'm just taking that number 5, the 5M black Posca pen, and just going around and just doing some random doodling. I just kind of outline my signs just to make it pop. Then I'll go back and actually do some ivory. Since these are paint markers that I'm using here, I always put a clear varnish on my painted projects, and I like to use the liquid varnish. I will have a link to the varnish that I use most often in the description box. But anyway, since these are paint pens, they do have a tendency to smear if you use a varnish that is liquid. And so one of the tips that I want to share that I picked up from a fellow door hanger person who uses the paint markers is to only put one brush across and that way it doesn't smear. And so like I did here, I'm just kind of sharing with you what happens with me. Things do happen. It's life. And so what I do is just go back and try to correct it the best that I can by, going over the letters with the black and then go back over with the white, just kind of, places that I missed, and everything is good. If you would like to see the other part of this leopard and turquoise burlap wreath with the handmade sign, I will leave a link for you here. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for your kind support, and we will talk to you all very soon. God bless.